In today's lesson, we're going to notice that Y in the middle of words as well. And when that happens, that's called a medial Y. And you can know that it is taken from the Greek language. You can notice if a word is from the Greek origin, if it has a PH in it, or a medial Y. Those are some really easy little triggers to know immediately if it's a Greek word or of Greek origin. When you see that Y in the middle, it's called a medial Y, and it will be acting exactly as an I would. It fulfills the job of an I, but the Greeks used a Y to spell that sound in the middle of words. They saved I for the prefixes and suffixes. They put Y to spell the I sound, both long and short, in the middle of words. Called a medial Y. Should we try it? Let me just show you some real world examples real quick. If you can think of some words with medial Y, please put them in the chat for me. Gym, cylinder, mystical or mystery, cycle or bicycle. Here's an example of that I that they used in a prefix, meaning to, with the Y that they put in the middle of their root word, using a Y to spell the I sound. So that I, when we're working with it today and in future lessons, it will follow the same rules as an I would. So it will follow the tap to rule and the confident rule even too. Okay? So you can think of it as an I. All right, now let's get spelling. Oh, one more thing. How to know when you're spelling if it is if it's an American English or a Greek word, that is difficult. But there are some patterns. A Greek word is usually on the more academic side. So it will be math words or science words, things that you would learn about in school, like a cylinder, or, I guess a mystery and a cycle might not be an academic word, but they sound kind of, they're not just your simple everyday word. Often they will sound a little bit more, it's described as geeky. The word sounds a little bit geeky. That's so subjective to know, though. Is bicycle a geeky sounding word? I don't know. It's difficult to know if a word, when you're spelling, is an English origin, which is very rare, or English is a newer language, which a lot of our words are from other languages anyway, or a Greek word. But in today's lesson, they're all going to be Greek so that we can practice that medial Y. All right, let me share my screen. Looks like it went away again. Let me try again. All right. Here we go. All right, so our first word that I would like for us to spell together is, now remember, all of these words are going to be, all of these nonsense words are going to be of Greek origin, just for pretending, so that we can get that practice with that medial Y. So our first word is I-timpy. I-timpy. Our sounds are I, T, I, M, P, E. Consonants. I, T, M, no, I, T, I, M, P, E. I at the beginning of words is always going to be spelled with an I. Plus it follows the tap to rule right there. It can say a long sound because there's another vowel in the next one or two spots. Here's that I sound in the middle. Usually it's going to be short. The I sound in the middle is usually going to be short. And we're going to spell it with a Y because it's a pretend Greek word. There's that medial Y. And then the E sound at the end is almost never spelled with an E. E's at the end are usually silent. We usually spell the E sound with a Y. So there's I Timpy. Your word to try without me is I Pindy. I Pindy. I P I N. I'm going to give you this one because it's hard to hear in the mic. D E. I Pindy, please. And put it in the Q&A for me. I Pindy. Nice, Cameron. Yes, red one. Good, Reagan. I Pindy. Daryl, that would be how you would spell it correctly if it were of English origin, but this one's going to be Greek, so we're going to use that medial Y in the middle. Good, Rowan. Yes, Mia. Nice, Sheldon. Soleil, this, I want you to focus on this part right here. When you hear an I in the middle, it's going to be spelled with a Y today, that medial Y. Good, Daryl. All right, so our consonants are I, P, I, N, D, E. I at the beginning is spelled with an I, which follows the tap 2 rule right there. There's another vowel in the next 1 or 2 spots, so we can say its name. I, P, I. There's that I sound, that short I sound in the middle of a word. It's a Greek word, so we're spelling it with a Y. Y at the end spells the long E sound. So this I says I. Sorry, this Y says I. This Y says E. So Y can say 3 different things. It can say I, it can say I, or it can say E. Okay, these two are usually in the middle. This one is at the end of short words. This one is at the end of long words. Next, let's spell the word together, pip. Pip. Sounds like a Charles Dickens character. It is actually. What book is that? Great Expectations. That's what it is. All right, pip. But this is not going to be a proper noun, so just lowercase is fine. P, I, P. Consonants. P, I, P. Vowels. There's that I sound in the middle, spelled with a Y because we decided that these are going to be Greek words. Your word is mip. Mip. M, I, P. Mip. What do you think? Yep. My lips are together right here, Cameron. I know it's kind of hard to hear in the mic though. Mip. Yeah. Perfect. Good, Mia. Yeah. So here we have I, P with Y spelling the I sound in there for the Greek word, our medial Y. Next. Let's spell I Pitry. I Pitry. I, P, I, T, R, E. Consonants. I, P, I, T, R, E. Vowels. I spelled with a long I. Spelled with a Y. E spelled with a Y. I Pitry. Your word? I Pinty. I Pinty. Mouth is open in the middle. I P I N. That's where my mouth is open. T E. I Pinty. Gorgeous. That was so fast. Good. You guys are better spellers than you think you are. You are better spellers than you think you are. You've never seen this word before in your life. It's not even English. And you're spelling it on your first try, and you're spelling it quickly. Amazing. So our consonants are I, P, I, N, T, E. I spelled with an I spelled with a medial Y, E spelled with a Y at the end also. You know what would be fun is if we made that word Yai-pinty. Then we would have a consonant Y, a medial Greek Y, and a vowel at the end Y. That would be Yai-pinty. I'm going to have to consider that for next time. All right, you are definitely ready to go on your own. How about the word kind of want to set you up for success on this one. So let me do this first one with you, then I'm going to send you off on your own because this one has a new element in it. So our word together is grim petty. Grim petty. G-r-i-m-p-e-t-e. Consonants. G-r-i-m-p-e-t-e. Here's our I spelled with our medial Y. An right here. That's an E sound. My mouth is opened a little bit more. My jaw is dropped just a little bit more. Grim. This is an I. This is an Grim pe, but it can't be yet. That's a short vowel sound, and short vowel sounds need 2 consonants after them. So we must double the T. Short vowel sounds like an or an I need 2 consonants after them, like this one does. So we have to double that T. And then E at the end is spelled with a Y. So your word is blin-teddy. Blin-teddy. B-O-I-N-T-E-D-Y. Blin. Mouth is open right here. I'm going to give it to you. Teddy. Blin-teddy. Beautiful. Yeah. If you're wondering if it's a T or a D at the end, it's a D. Blin-teddy. Even though a T could spell that sound right there. We're going to use a D. Oh, right here, this is an not an I, and a medial Y can only spell the I sound. This one is a short E sound. Just a big juicy hint right here. Blin-teddy. Yeah. Okay, consonants. B, O, I, N, T, E, D, E. So this is an I, that's a short I sound. In the middle of Greek words is spelled with a Y. This is an different than I, that is only spelled with an E in the middle of words like that. And then we need 2 Ds after it, so it's not blin-teddy. These two Ds will allow it to say its short sound. And then the Y at the end is spelled with the E sound at the end is spelled with a Y. All right, let's do 1 or 2 more. How about the word? Try the word drim. Mouth is closed. Drimpy. Drimpy. D-R-I-M-P-E. Drimpy. Good. Drimpy. Greek word. Drimpy. Daryl, I want this consonant right here. So our sounds are D, R, I, M, P, E. Drimpy. Good. Rowan, it's Greek. That would be the beautiful way to spell it if it were of English origin, but this happens to be a Greek word. I mean, we're deciding. So how would you spell it? Very good, Soleil. Beautiful. So our consonants are D, R, I, M, P, E. Here's that I sound in the middle of a Greek word, so we're going to use a Y to spell that I sound. E at the end of a longer word, multisyllable, is usually spelled with a Y. Drimpy. All right, let me see if I can play around with one of these. What would this word say? All right, try this. What would this word say without the P? Now this Y, this vowel, has another vowel in the next 1 or 2 spots, so it would have to change its sound and make its long I sound now. And that would say drimy. Drimy, right? What if I took away the D? Now what does it say? Now it's rimpy. Rimpy. What if I left the D off and took away the M. Now it's ripey, ripey, because now this vowel has another vowel in the next 1 or 2 spots and it has to make its long sound. Here's just an interesting word that you'll see, another Greek word with a medial Y, and its spelling is so difficult for so many people, including me. Doesn't that word just look wrong? Doesn't it look like there should be at least one recognizable vowel in there? You in this class know that that is actually a vowel. And now you know that that is a medial Y in the word rhythm. So you know that that word is of Greek origin. This is a silent letter pair. This is a medial Y that makes the short I sound because of the tap 2 rule. You know what sound this makes? So this word is rhythm. Greek word with a medial Y. Here's another example. Now that I makes its long I sound, the Y does, because of the tap 2 rule. Right? So that's why that says rhyme and that says rhythm. Now you know. So hopefully words will begin to make a little bit more sense now that you understand their spelling based on the country of origin that they come from. We have a lot of Greek borrowed words in our language. So now you'll know how to spell them. It's a little bit difficult to know when you're spelling if it's English or Greek, but you'll know at least, your subconscious will probably throw a picture of a Y in there and you go, oh yeah, it probably is a Greek word, and then you'll know why that Y is there, what it's spelling. It's spelling the I sound in the middle of words. And then we'll just keep practicing that through the rest of the month. But you did great today, because that was probably a new concept, so well done. Have a great rest of your night, and we'll see you on Wednesday. Bye, everybody.